So I have my scale here, my bowl for weighing out my green coffee, Willy Pop, something for the coffee in. And of course the green coffee we'll be using here, the Guatemala Antigua Pulcal Inteligente. Think it's going to do the trick. I don't have an espresso machine out here, would be really cool, even though it's recommended, but I know this is going to be a great pour over coffee. And yeah, let's get started. Get a little preheat going. Shouldn't take just a few minutes there. Yeah, I'm excited to use this. I've always kind of been weary of the Whirly Pop, and for years I just kind of dismissed it. And a friend of mine brought it over to my house, and we used this system here, which worked really well. It's really surprised me with very minimal scorching at all. As long as you keep this moving and in motion, you're doing pretty well. But anyway, yeah, we brewed a cup of coffee immediately after roasting, and I kept some after a few days later to try it, and it came out great. It's really sweet, very nice cup of coffee. All right, let's get this batch going in. Start spinning it nice and slow. Maybe I'll give it just a little more heat here. There we go. Crazy. They just had way too much heat. Crazy. That's a good scratch. That's a good pop. Had a lot of scorchers going in there. That pop sounds really good. Definitely not smelling as sweet. Second crack already on some of this. Look at this, Byron. A little too much heat that time. Yikes. I'm probably not going to drink this. Alright, so I got 3 roasts out. I'm going to show you some of what happens. This here, I would say this would fall into the city category. See if I can get close on this, see how close I can get. There we go. It's nice. It's a city style roast. Came out actually really nice, pretty even. Was pretty happy with it. It took a little longer than I thought. Most of this I threw out. You can see some burned guys in there. Yeah. That's what happened. So too much heat. I knew it right away. Immediately it started to scorch within the first couple minute or so, and I just wanted to keep going with it to see what would happen. I knew it would be a wasted batch for sure, but you know, you have to follow those experiments all the way through to see what happens. Now I probably could taste this, and I should taste this. Perhaps I'll do that tomorrow. My third batch here was kind of in between those two temps. This is, I would call this a full city, just past the city plus. You can see the beans they're a little smoother, but they do have a little bit of wrinkle left still on the outside. You can see a scorch sky right there. You can see a little bit of scorch. But I've only saw maybe 1 or 2 of those on this whole batch, which is pretty cool. And if you want, you could really like pick through those and get rid of them. I like to chew on them and taste them to see what they, what they taste like, scorched and not. But I tasted all these coffees actually, and the first one, the City Roast, was a little bit sweet. I think I may have add some bakiness to that because it took so long. But this batch here actually is really sweet. Was really surprised. A lot of sugary sweetness. Should really come out tomorrow and the next day after I let it rest. But yeah, I'm pretty excited the way this thing roasted. I'm definitely going to do it some more. I have 1 batch left. Maybe I'll wait a few days and do it. And I'll do that on the smaller, on my little 1 burner that I have, that I take camping with me when I do my bike trips.